So we got two more people to visit, Michael and Anne. We are going to see Anne. Oh, we can also talk to Quinn. Let's see Quinn last, actually.
If you're here for Anne, she went out a moment ago. You can probably find her out behind the shop.
And outside?
Anne's outside? Go see for yourself.
You walk around to the back of the flower shop and find not only the mage, but a furry guest too.
Here you go, Mercury. Leftover chicken from dinner. Enjoy.
Anne, Quinn told me that you're out here willingly. Is that true? Kitty! I love cats. A gray cat purrs and winds around Anne's feet as the mage places down a plate of food. I mean, for the record, if anyone here is not a cat person, then no judgment here. I can totally get why they would be unappealing, but yeah, I'm definitely a cat lover. It eagerly chomps down on the treat, and she watches it with a gentle smile.
You're welcome as always.
To tease or not to tease? That's a running joke from now on. I'm gonna tease a little.
Oh, so you're a cat person. I had no idea.
Anne jumps up startled, making the kitten mew in protest.
You? Why are you here? I haven't called for you yet. Or have I?
I just wanted to see you.
I just came by to see how you were doing. I'm glad to see you're making time for a break.
I am capable of doing things other than work, you know? If it catches my interest, that is. I was just taking a moment to feed Mercury. We're not allowed to have pets at the Academy.
That's a sad existence.
So once I go back, I'll have to leave him behind.
Aw.
He'll be fine, of course. Judging by his size, I'd say I'm far from the only one feeding him. But I am going to miss our break times.
Isn't that just the way? Yeah, like one of our cats used to like go out for days on end. So she was kind of like the neighborhood's cat in a way. But she sort of like became too old for that. And then she became sick and unable to take care of herself. You can pretty much guess what happened after that. That mini valley has its perks.
I'm glad to see you've discovered some bright sides of living here.
I'll admit it's not quite as big of a nightmare as I'd imagined.
I love that wording.
You know, when I came here, I was fully prepared to hunker down and get some research done so I could return. I didn't expect to end up enjoying myself quite as much as I have. It's been a pleasure working with you. You've been a most fascinating guinea pig.
So, I'm not a guinea pig. You give the best compliments. It's been a pleasure.
I've enjoyed working with you as well, Anne.
I'm glad.
Mercury makes a purring sound and rubs against Anne's hand until she relents and pets him behind his ear.
You know what? Maybe I will bring him back to the academy with me.
They don't have to know.
The rule against pets is silly anyway.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I can understand it's not being in certain areas, but it should be fine in like the dorm areas and stuff. Like as long as they don't as long as they don't bother other people and you don't neglect them, it should be fine. But maybe that's wishful thinking on my part.
I'm sure cats in the library would tremendously decrease the students' stress levels.
Or increase, depending. I'm more of a dog person. Cat library. I agree.
I'm sure Mercury would fit right in among the students.
Still going with the birds of a feather angle.
Right? I might have to keep them from feeding him too many treats, though.
So Quinn sent me to tell you that they have tea ready inside, and is that a kitten?
Oh yeah, I forgot Kim was in this scene. I believe it. If I remember correctly, if you romance Anne, and you kiss her here, Kim sort of catches you. It's kind of funny. You and Anne share an amusing look as Kim rushes out to coo and pet the cat. It seems like tea will have to wait. And that's a typo.
Hey, Anne. Are you doing all right? You're looking a bit tired. Should we get you another coffee?
I don't understand you, Mime.
Huh?
You're a spirit and I'm a mage. I've treated you like an expendable research project, and yet you still keep being nice to me. Why?
Well, I suppose I just prefer being nice to people. Maybe it's a spirit thing.
No, Mime. I think this is all just you. I suppose I was rather stupid to assume all spirits would be like the ones I studied at the academy. And, sure, let's take a break later and have some coffee together.
Really? Okay, that sounds lovely.
Well, you are kind of her other mom in another timeline, and okay, yeah, that's Quinn. So you find Michael in the Forgotten Library.
Welcome. How are you feeling? That was quite the impressive magic you performed yesterday. I must admit, I'm still struggling to understand exactly what happened.
My magic is not to be understood. Technically, this is true.
I don't think my magic wants to be understood. It would much rather remain an enigma to us all.
I can empathize with that.
He is a chaos
You
mage.
did a good thing for that kid yesterday. Even if I'll never agree with the decision to send him off to the academy.
Hmm. Hmm. He does need help, But I don't think sending him to the academy is exactly for the best. I didn't want to.
I didn't want to send him there either. But we didn't have much choice.
Hey now, I didn't mean for you to blame yourself for this. It is just how the system works.
Ah, yes. The oh-so-perfect system.
The academy will probably be the safest place for him from now on.
Yeah, that is fair.
He doesn't strike me as the type who'd survive on the road alone for very long. Even I had help in the beginning.
I thought you were all powerful. Please explain.
I know you said when we met your story wasn't a cheery fairy tale, but even so, would you be willing to share it with me?
For you, I'll make an exception.
Viva la exceptions.
I don't remember much from the cleansing. I must have been 5 or younger when it happened. I remember the screaming and the flames. And then from the ashes, someone hauled me up into the sun. A new life. The Empire would never admit it. But there are many mages living under their noses across the land. Powerful mages who stay out of the way of non-magi humans. Some of these fancy themselves collectors of sorts, scouring the earth for talented individuals to recruit. That's what happened to me. I was brought into a guild of spellcasters who raised and educated me, trained me to become a force of nature. Would you believe me if I told you once upon a time I had ambitions to change the world?
It's not too hard to
Your
imagine.
self-deprecating humor is failing you, Michael. It's not that hard to imagine.
Really? What do you know? I thought if I just became powerful enough, if I studied and trained harder than any mage before me, then I could be the one to change things. I learned soon enough how ridiculous that idea was. I left the guild. They didn't share my grand vision of reform. Arrogant as I was, I didn't think I needed them. So I left, and I learned. And the more I knew, the more I was lost. The more you know about the world, the more insignificant your own existence becomes. As you realize, the world is a rolling boulder, and we are ants in its path. Yet I came here, fueled by my own morbid sense of curiosity.
It never hurts to be curious.
One last grand attempt of the genius who wanted to change the world. I didn't expect to succeed, to survive. And then I met you. You are possibly the most perplexing individual I have ever met. You took an already absurd world and turned it on its head. But even so, I'm grateful for our time together.
Yeah, it's funny how replaying this with the perspective I have, you can kind of see where the romantic moments would be with these other characters. I guess you're tolerable. You're a good friend, Michael.
I'm grateful for your friendship as well, Michael. Thank you for sticking this out with me.
Anytime, my friend. Though, I'd prefer to take a short break in between our next world-saving adventure.
Which is fair.
Maybe next time, we can deal with something less life-threatening, like bandits, pirates, maybe a dragon.
I love how a dragon's less threatening right now. It's not like I have anything better to do. I look forward to it.
Searching the continent for non-existent dragons sounds good to me.
Then that's a deal, my friend. That's a deal.
Right, seems like we've exhausted all the banters. Let's go see Quinn. The flower shop is closed, so you step around the back to go inside. Finding Quinn and Kim hunched over a potted plant. The young mage's face is scrunched up and in concentration as Quinn guides him through some steps.
Don't force the magic, Kim.
And remember to hydrate, Kim. Remember to hydrate.
Flowers are gentle. They need encouragement, not pressure.
Yeah, that is true. Isn't there like a thing that flowers outright grow better when classical music is playing or something? Or maybe that's been debunked. I'm not sure by now. Let me know. Let me know in the comments, maybe. Like if you know.
So I should cheer for the flower?
In a sense.
If that helps you focus on the encouraging energy, then yes, absolutely.
Okay then. Come on, flower. You've got this.
So do you, Kim. A small blue flower opens its petals, and Kim's eyes widen in amazement.
I did it?
Cheering on others can sometimes help you cheer on yourself. Don't forget that. If you ever doubt yourself, then speak the words out loud. Say that you can do it. Because even if you don't believe it at first, if you keep cheering yourself on, eventually it will stick.
I'll try to remember that.
I'm glad. Now, go on. Put this guy back out in the shop.
Right.
Quinn turns to you.
Ah, hello. You have good timing.
Want to brag about your pupil? He's making progress.
He's making great progress already.
He really is. Given how he's been repressing his magic until now, it's quite amazing how fast he's learning.
Indeedy.
No doubt he will turn into quite the powerful mage one day. With his help, I finally finished my spell to restore the forest. It will take a while for nature to properly return, but it is a step in the right direction.
Don't jinx it. That's great.
That's so great, Quinn. You two are amazing.
Thank you, dear. I couldn't have done it without your help, though. Thanks to you, I could finally use my training for something with a great purpose. I'm looking forward to celebrating with all of you tonight.
Well, actually, a pretty short chapter. I actually might cut. I actually might end up cutting this earlier than usual if I remember where the story goes. But I'm going to make an effort to cut it at cut it. It's like at the end of the chapter, like as soon as we see the title screen, and as soon as we see the title. But give me a sec, guys. As I'll be right back, and then we'll move on to then we'll move on with the story.